Welcome to the News in 5. We begin with global news, where the United States and the European Union have reached a preliminary trade agreement to avoid 30% tariffs on key goods. The deal, finalized after months of tense negotiations, aims to stabilize transatlantic trade and reduce consumer prices, though critics warn it may disadvantage smaller economies. In Africa, protests over fuel price hikes in Angola have turned deadly, with 22 people killed and over 1,200 arrested. The unrest, sparked by the government's decision to cut fuel subsidies, has led to widespread calls for economic reforms as citizens grapple with rising living costs in the oil-rich nation. In Nigeria, nurses across the country have launched a nationwide strike, citing inadequate government support and poor working conditions. The action has disrupted healthcare services in public hospitals, with the Nigerian Nurses Association demanding better pay and infrastructure to address the sector's growing challenges. Still in Nigeria, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has donated 1 billion naira to support victims of recent attacks in Benue State. The funds aim to provide relief and rehabilitation for displaced families as the government intensifies efforts to address communal violence and insecurity in the region.
Ajibade.
In sports, Nigeria's Super Falcons have clinched the Women's Africa Cup of Nations title, defeating host Morocco 3-2 in a thrilling final. Goals from Rashidat Ajibade, Esther Okoronkwo, and a late strike by Michelle Alozie sealed the record-extending 10th title, sparking celebrations across Nigeria and beyond. Now, here's your speed round. Quick-fire headlines from the United Arab Emirates begins construction of a 7-kilometer water pipeline to ease Gaza's humanitarian crisis. Côte d'Ivoire's 83-year-old President Alassane Ouattara declares candidacy for a fourth term. President Tinubu awards jobs, 50 million naira and scholarships to 200 NYSC honorees. CAC to delist 100,000 dormant companies over non-compliance. In Ondo, a police officer's son beheads his 15-year-old brother in an alleged ritual killing. That's the news in 5. For more breaking news, subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon on TOS TV. I'm Olabode Roland, and we'll be back next Saturday. Stay informed.